Back in the show, guys. This is the gray booth. These guys have been awesome for us. So we have 2 sets of lifts, and all pretty much switched over to all gray. Transmission jacks, small jacks, jack stands, got it all. They make some of the best, made here in the USA. You know, at the show, I always try to have a couple takeaways. I'm here at the Hunter booth, and I actually have their competitive product for alignment. I use MD alignment, but anyway, Hunter, I think maybe started out in alignment and stuff, but I'm looking at their tire changes for semi trucks, which is pretty cool. And it's one thing, you know, when you have a couple trucks, changing tires is no big deal. But now I'm at the point where we're starting to get quite a few trucks, and having an automatic tire changer or something that's a whole lot less labor intensive makes it a lot nicer. Obviously, I don't feel we're quite ready for it yet, but at some point, you know, these are the stages where you're looking, right? And you're seeing what's out there, and then maybe in a year or two down the road, you get a little more interest, and or you get a little more excited about it. So when you're ready to make that purchase, you know what to get. Quick look at their alignment system, and then while I'm here, I'll show you real quick the Kenworth booth, which is jammed full. But they got a L model, an A model, and a 990, and then over here is the 680. But 990's going, or the 900 model's going away, and that's, he said, probably next year about this time is when they're gonna stop building.
Like cheating, right? Match your valve stem up with your dot. It can be hard to do by hand. With these half-size assemblies, you can simply push it right off the wheel. It's going to take it off the side, bring it in, drop some at the top. Fire stage 101. 220 single phase. Makes it easy. Plenty of power.
All right, guys, back in the Scania booth. We'll have to talk about this truck sometime. Let me know what you guys think, but do you think that this truck will be a contender in the United States? Do you think that these trucks would actually be competitive in our market? I have my thoughts and ideas, but let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I know that there's a bunch of you guys here checking them out, checking this truck out, climbing in and out of it. Let me know what you think. We are going to take a closer look at one of our new pieces of equipment today. I'm going to start out, I really want to go look at the trailer, but we're going to start out with this truck today, because this truck is about to leave us again, this truck we just bought on auction, and this is a truck that I really didn't get a close look at all yet. I got back in from the truck show. As you guys know, the truck show was last week. I got back in from the truck show, and this truck came in over the weekend, and this is like later in the week. First chance I'm getting here to take a look at it. So I picked this truck up on auction. If you watched the previous video, you will know exactly how much I paid for this truck. I will post a link for that video up above. Buying these trucks at auction is kind of risky, and this is kind of the first time too that I ever showed you exactly what I paid for a truck. But I just wanted to kind of put it all out there, dude. I'm showing you guys the I'm showing you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. You win some, you lose some. This truck, what I paid for this truck was about 50 to 60 grand less than what it would go for at a truck dealer. I bought it on auction. And when you buy on auction, you have to buy these trucks for quite a bit less because you're taking a risk. The biggest risk being the engine, which is a $40,000 or $30,000 to $40,000 issue. The rest of the truck, you know, you take a good look at it. You kind of I bought this truck from pictures. I could have went out and bought it, but there I was kind of torn because I'm looking at this truck and I'm like, this could be someone already knows the details on it. This could be going for a lot of money, or it might go for cheap. I like, you know what? I'm just going to bid on it if it goes for cheap. And that's where I kind of left it. And I got it for pretty cheap, or what I would call pretty cheap. So this truck does have a little bit more rust on than what I anticipated for a 2019. This is a 2019 W900L. It has a 550 cat, and it is a 13-speed transmission, 280-inch wheelbase, 72-inch bunk. I mean, it's a beautiful truck. It's loaded out. It's got the 4-bag suspension. It's got almost the full gauge package. We'll go take a look at it. But these are just kind of some of my first impressions, guys. And this truck did spend some time in the Northeast. I think I look at the DOT number, and it is here in Connecticut somewhere. I did not realize when I bought this truck, I thought it was just a brown, kind of like this brown color, and it actually has a complete wrap on it. And this is the exciting thing, guys, because this this is not this true color. This is going to be a totally different truck. Look at this wrap. You can see this wrap it's over the whole truck, everything on the truck. And I got to looking close. You know, you start looking close at it, and I really think that this is a similar color to the frame. This whole truck is. So you look right here and you can see the burgundy. You can see the burgundy in there. And then you can also see that it has some type of striping. You know, there's some type of striping in there. So I don't know. And it goes the whole way back across. And yeah, originally when I looked at it, I'm like, well, this hood's got damage, you know, from pictures. But no, this thing has a full wrap on it. Here's another spot you can see the burgundy. And I mean, the paint looks okay under there, at least at certain spots. So I don't know what it's going to look like when we pull this wrap off. But this thing's going to go to the body shop, and I'm going to have it professionally done. They're going to pull the wrap off of it. Now, this is the exciting part, guys, because look, here, it's like this cream color. So this is the color of the truck. So when we pull this truck out, it's going to be totally different. The thing I don't like about this wrap and why I think this wrap needs to come off is you look at the bubbles around that. That's not good. And what happens, it leaves a little pocket under there, right? I'll just show you. So it leaves like this little air pocket. So just hopefully that no salt or anything is under there. But I'm eager to get this wrap off and get a good, nice wax job on it and see what this truck looks like, because it could be a totally different color. So here's the frame. Here is the rest of this truck. You can see it's got some rust. It's not terrible. I've seen ones that are worse than this. By all means, it's not terrible, but it still does have some rust to it. Oh, here you can see the repeal in the back. So there you can see a little bit more of what it looks like in the back, but we're going to get it professionally done. We're going to get this professionally done and then get a good wax job on it. And we're going to see what this truck looks like. I'm kind of excited, and I can tell you that burgundy and cream color is way better than this current, I don't know. It's like some clock tower, and we were looking it up, and maybe one of you guys can give us a little bit more information on it, but it was like some clock tower in Connecticut. So I don't know. Here it is. Here's the information. Maybe you guys know this company, you know this truck, but here goes. Here goes. So this truck had 700 and, well, now it had like 734, 735. It's got 736, 751, got a bunk, show you everything. And there is actually, we got to go through and make sure some of the stuff works, but there's a fridge under there. He's got a lot of lighting. I'm not having any luck. Maybe back here. That's the big light. Maybe here. Ooh, shocked me. I don't know, but anyway, you can see all these strips, and there's actually remotes there. Look at that. So the other thing that I like about this truck is this thing is look at the rubber, the vinyl floor. That's great for our climate up here. Overall, it's a pretty clean truck. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy. I don't know a whole lot yet about the engine, but what Trevor is the guy that went out and got it, and what he said is this thing goes down the road very nice. He said it. I'll flip the hood for you. So he said it is a good running truck. It's got lots of power. No, I think there was maybe a slight leak. Hold on, guys. Let me get this flipped. All right, here you go. Here's a good look at the engine. So what we want to do is we have it call into Holt Truck Centers just to see. I think those are the guys that rebuilt it, and we want to see if this thing had any recent work done to it. So 5EK, 550 horse. And you can see frame wise up here, doesn't look too bad. Really doesn't have a lot of extras on it, but just a good solid work truck. Gear ratio, I didn't even ask Trevor what it was going down the road, his speed, but I am guessing it's probably only got 24.5 low pro. Actually, I want to see these tires. These are Chinese tires. Yeah. What are they? Iron head. I don't know. I'm not familiar. Once you go beyond Continental and Michelin, I'm a little lost. I know. This is what I want to show you guys. I know I was looking for a rear ratio, but I'll find out what it is. I'm guessing it's probably 336 or 355. With the wheelbase, though, probably 336. This is what I want to look at. I'm excited to see what the true color is, because in here, everybody knows in your glove box, if you haven't done already, check it out. If you want to see the true color of your truck, original color, it's usually on here. So let's take a look. Here we go. Basic color is maroon. Color 2 is cream. So chassis color maroon. So I think the chassis color is going to be the same color as the truck. And then we got some cream stripes in there. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I don't know anything else you guys got any questions on, but let me know in the comments. It is not a full locker, but it does have a power divider. I am super excited to see this truck a different color. So that will be very interesting. I was hoping to get the wheels polished down at Louisville, but I don't think they got to it. There's some guys out polishing in the parking lot, and I don't think they got to it, but is what it is. So here we go, guys. This is the truck. I will say this. So buying this truck from a dealer, and I know there's some dealers that follow the channel, but the risk, like probably one of the worst deals I bought is a truck same year as this, the green Kenworth. That was a 2019. I think I paid right around $180,000 for it. That was at the top end of the truck prices. So well over double. And within a month of that truck getting here, it put a hole in the block. That was the N14 Cummins. Thankfully, I had an engine sitting here. So I slid that engine in, and that truck's been running fine ever since. But that's what can happen. You can buy these used trucks, and the next thing you know, month running it, you put a hole in the block or the engine fails. And now you all of a sudden, you just spent, top dollar for the truck. Now you got a $40,000 engine bill. Where I would rather buy a cheaper truck, knowing that I have to replace the engine, replace it. And then I know, starting right out the gate, that I am good to go for the next 4 years. With, I can get engine warranty for 4 years. So this truck is kind of a risk, a little bit, because I got this truck for cheap, and I might be able to get 100,000 miles out of this engine, or I might get a couple years out of the engine. So That would be awesome if we could. I obviously got to put a little bit of work into it, get this wrap off, but that shouldn't be much. And I got to get the wet line and stuff put on it. So we're in the process of ordering tanks. We are getting everything else set, getting the parts ordered, getting the wet line ordered while this thing goes to the body shop. And then I'll be eager to show you guys what it looks like when it is done. So have a good look at it now, because this is not gonna be the true color of what this truck is. So let me know what you guys think. Should I keep the wrap on or should I take it off? What would you do if this was your truck? What would you do? Let me know. Let me know. But we have a lot of different colors of trucks, but this one would be kind of a new color. So I'm excited to see what this thing looks like. Hopefully that this truck will have a awesome paint job underneath and it will wax and buff out really nice. That's my hope. All right, guys, I know I've been dropping a lot of videos here, but I have another one yet that's coming on this trailer. That is that brand new shiny Titan walk-in floor, or sorry, shiny Titan dump trailer. It is right over here. We have just a little bit of work to do to it, and then that thing's going to go out on the road. Hopefully till the video is out, this thing is going to be out making money. I need to put it on the scales, and that's what I'm going to do in one of the next videos. But I want to put it on the scales and weigh it, so that way everybody knows what it weighs. And this is kind of it's not, we bought this trailer, but it's kind of a demo trial. I don't know what you want to call it, but this is one of the first Titan frameless dump trailers. So we're excited to see this thing get out on the road and put to work. Super excited. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Check out Flint Creek merch, Hammer Down Coffee. Peace out.